Alright guys, I bring to you some more WrestleMania 30 prediction game videos. This time, it's Daniel Bryan versus Triple H, a match you're going to see this Sunday. It's one of the main events, and one of the more important matches on the card. Because this match determines the main event. Whoever wins this match goes on to main event WrestleMania to get added in the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match, making it a triple threat match. Now, initially, it was supposed to be just Daniel Bryan getting an opportunity at the championship if he beats Triple H. But then the week after that, Triple H announced that if he beats Daniel Bryan, then he gets put in the championship match, making things a little bit more unpredictable, where, you know, there's a possibility of Triple H getting in that championship match and winning the title, and there's also a possibility of Daniel Bryan getting in that match and also walking away as the champion. Now, who do I think personally is going to win this match? I'm thinking Daniel Bryan wins this match. I'm pretty sure Daniel Bryan's winning this. Or to be more specific, I don't think Triple H is going to win this match. And the main reason for that is it's WrestleMania. WrestleMania is when, you know, when these feuds, I mean, this feud between Daniel Bryan and Triple H has been going on for a long time now. Of course, you know, it hasn't always been just Daniel Bryan versus Triple H. You've had Daniel Bryan versus Randy, but it's always been kind of because of Triple H. You know, because of Triple H, Daniel Bryan lost the championship because Triple H was the one that pedigreed him, which allowed Randy to cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase. And then Daniel Bryan versus Randy in a rematch for the championship. Referee does a fast count, and then the night after, Triple H strips Daniel Bryan away, or strips the championship away from Daniel Bryan. And then after that, it was Battleground, and that was just a draw, I think. So after Battleground, Hell in a Cell, you know, you had Shawn Michaels there, Triple H's best friend, as the special guest referee. What happens? Daniel Bryan attacks Triple H, and because of that, Shawn Michaels hits Sweet Chin Music on Daniel Bryan, costing him the championship. So basically, every championship opportunity that Daniel Bryan has gotten and has been screwed out of was because of Triple H. I mean, maybe even consider Elimination Chamber as, you know, a result of Triple H not wanting Daniel Bryan, you know, to I guess be the champion, be the face of the company, since Kane, who works for Triple H, was the one to attack Daniel Bryan. So with this being WrestleMania, and WrestleMania usually being like the part where the good guy finally gets his victory over, you know, the heel, this is the perfect opportunity to have Daniel Bryan beat Triple H. I doubt that after all that's happened to Daniel Bryan over these past, I think they said 8 months, that Triple H then also beats Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania. Because this is all like, you know, their feud was leading up to this match. So going into, I guess, this match, Triple H pretty much had the momentum. You can kind of say that Triple H had the momentum for about 8 months going into this match. Apart from, you know, a couple of weeks here and there where Daniel Bryan, you know, got the advantage over Triple H. Like this week on Raw when he took out Batista, Randy, and Triple H. But for the most part, it's Triple H that's had the last laugh. But now, this is the opportunity finally for Daniel Bryan, to get a one-on-one match with Triple H where he can finally beat him. Now, initially I was thinking maybe this match would be made like a no-holds-barred match or something like that because of all, you know, Triple H has done over the past couple of months, and they could just beat each other up in a no-holds-barred match. But then, you know, they did announce that if Bryan wins, or if Triple H wins, of course, then they move on to the championship match. So then I was like, alright, you know, it makes sense for it not to be no holds barred, because they already have to compete, or one of them at least has to compete in 2 matches that night. So one of them being no holds barred too, I think that'd be maybe a bit too much. Actually, both of them are could be considered no holds barred, seeing as how in a triple threat match there is no disqualification. So, oh yeah, that's going to be interesting too, since there is no disqualification in triple threat matches, and we haven't had a no disqualification match as the main event, the last match of WrestleMania in a while. But anyways, why do I think really Daniel Bryan's gonna win? Is there any other reason other than, you know, what Triple H has done to Daniel Bryan over the past couple months, and Bryan being the good guy, finally getting his revenge at WrestleMania? Well, I don't think, you know, putting Daniel Bryan in this situation was just for Triple H to beat Daniel Bryan and then win the championship off of, you know, Batista and Randy. Why put him? Because they could have just put Daniel Bryan in this one-on-one match with Triple H, and that's it, you know, and not put the stipulation where if he wins the match, then he gets put in the championship match, the main event. But they did put that stipulation, and you know, they also put that stipulation where at a point where it seemed like Daniel Bryan in the championship match was no longer a possibility, while, you know, it's everybody, pretty much everybody wanted to see that happen. That's what the fans wanted to see, Daniel Bryan fight for the championship. They wanted to see him win the Rumble and get the opportunity at the championship that way, but of course, you know, Batista instead won the Royal Rumble. So then after he won the Rumble, Daniel Bryan's only chances to get added in the championship match were pretty much either win the Elimination Chamber match, which, you know, at that point he would have won the actual championship, but that wouldn't have been as special as him winning it at WrestleMania, or get put in the triple threat match some way, you know, because of him getting screwed over in the Elimination Chamber match. And while he did get screwed over in the Elimination Chamber match, Kane cost him the matchup. Bray Wyatt also cost John Cena the match. So at that point, it was like, alright, you know, if they give Daniel Bryan an opportunity at the championship because of what happened inside the Elimination Chamber, you know, shouldn't they also give John Cena that same opportunity, since he also, you know, somebody else also cost him his championship match inside the Elimination Chamber? And then, you know, Daniel Bryan just beat Kane, and there were no indications of Daniel Bryan getting that championship shot, or that championship match. It just seemed like Daniel Bryan was going to face off against Triple H, and I think people were starting maybe to accept that, and maybe because, you know, there were some rumors that CM Punk might return, and Punk would return and get put in that situation, in that triple threat match, because at that point, you had two heels in Batista and Randy facing off for the championship in the main event. It just, I don't know, it was something that was never done before at WrestleMania, and also on top of that, it's just very unusual, and I don't know, it didn't seem like it was gonna happen, because, you know, the crowd was gonna boo both Batista and Randy. So now when they announced this stipulation where Daniel Bryan now has a chance to get put in the championship match if he beats Triple H, if Daniel Bryan loses to Triple H at WrestleMania, there's gonna be a lot of boos. But of course, you know, Triple H is a heel, so those boos would work, you know. But the crowd would definitely be disappointed at that, be raging at that. But yeah, it just, I can't see the possibility. I can't see a scenario where, you know, Triple H wins the match, and that's it for Daniel Bryan for the night, and it's just Triple H moving on to take on Batista and Randy. I will say, though, that a championship match, a match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship between Triple H, Randy, and Batista sounds pretty freaking cool, because it's all the three members of Evolution, or, you know, it's not all the members of Evolution, because, you know, Ric Flair was in Evolution, but of course Ric Flair retired. But I think, you know, Triple H versus Batista versus Randy for the championship, that is something, you know, if it doesn't happen at WrestleMania, it may never happen. So it'd be a pretty cool thing to take place, you know. I want to see it. I want to see Triple H versus Randy versus Batista, just because it is the three still active members of Evolution against each other for the championship. We've never seen that before, and If it doesn't happen at WrestleMania, it's like I said, it's probably not going to happen again. So while I really do want to see that match, I want to see Daniel Bryan get put in the triple threat match and win the championship. I want to see Bryan win the championship more than I want to see Triple H versus Batista versus Randy. But I like the idea more of Triple H versus Batista versus Randy, but I prefer the idea of Daniel Bryan winning the championship. And you can't have Daniel Bryan winning the championship if it's Batista versus Randy versus Triple H. Unless something happens in this match right here between Daniel Bryan and Triple H. Because I did state, that I can't see Triple H beating Daniel Bryan. And while I can't see Daniel Bryan winning the match against Triple H, there's another scenario, another possible outcome in this match that I can see taking place rather than Triple H winning the match. Pretty much, I think it's either Bryan wins or it's a draw. And I'm going to talk about that in another video. But anyways, as far as my prediction for a winner goes, I'm going to go with Daniel Bryan. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, you can click that like button. I'd really appreciate it. And I'm out. See you guys.